making a start in the polytunnel, weeding it all out. I added more compost last year, so I don't need to do that, I don't think. But I'm going to make a decision about the celery that I have grown in here, because it's just snail heaven. Look at that. So I've dug him up, Mr. Celery, and I've got all the babies off of him. I'm going to quickly put them in a bucket of water, see if I can replant them somewhere else. But I still haven't decided about the big one, the daddy celery, with the snail haven in. There's loads of babies around the outside of him, so I think I'm going to try and get the babies off. Let's see. So no, not as successful as the first one. Tried to get the babies out, but they didn't come out with many roots. That one perhaps did. So I've ended up chopping him in half. Got a good few babies there with my serrated diggery thing. So I've left him in. I've taken the snails off and given them another home. And I'm going to put these in the bucket of water now and decide where to plant them. So the celery situation is, I have picked the outer leaves of this celery, so I've got some celery for soup tonight. I've left that celery as it is, just in case nothing recovers and the new ones that I plant don't make it, as well as the big daddy one, which I have picked and cut, and got some nice celery off that for some soup as well. Polytunnel is all weeded and ready for planted, and oh my golly, it is just a chamomile seedling heaven. I have dug some up and transplanted it around the end of the potato beds, and I've also transplanted some out here. Look, it's looking a bit sorry for itself at the end of the asparagus bed. I'll give that a good water. Asparagus is getting taller. Still too weedly, spindly for me to pick though, so another year. I've dug a super deep hole for the grapevine. If you can see what Missy's trying to help with. I've got my wheelbarrow of sieved compost. I've got my deep hole, which I'm going to put some of the compost in and then give it a good water, and then I'm going to plant my dead grapevine and see if it comes back to life. Planted in the polytunnel today, the grapevine. Am I hopeful? Not really, we'll see. A row of freckles and all year round lettuces going across there, then my row of radish. These are more all year round lettuce. I have got some, that's the one and only little gem that survived. Arctic King. Dotted around in amongst them is some onions, which are red onions, no name on the stick apart from red onion, which looking to make them spring onions more than big onions. Also growing in the polytunnel, lots of the chamomile. I think that's coriander. Not sure. My mustard spinach, going to give that a pick in to encourage that to come on. That will go to seed soon. Normal spinach. The celery. More celery. A forget-me-not. I think that's a forget-me-not there as well. And rocket. Survived the winter. Coriander, I think, because I had a big coriander bush there and down there last year. Some parsley, curly leaf parsley, and flat leaf parsley maybe. Could be coriander. And a mystery that was growing the other side. I've also just sprinkled a really thin layer. You can see there I haven't sprinkled it there on the ground, but I have sprinkled a really thin layer of compost all the way along here. So I don't think I did that last year, but I definitely added compost down there and around here. So just going to give it a good water now and see how we get on. I put a clush on one row of the Swift potatoes, first earlies, see if they come up faster than the others. So far everything I planted the other day hasn't been eaten by slugs, and in fact is growing amazingly. I've just put the sticks in for my peas very haphazardly. Couldn't find any strings, so I just bunged loads of sticks in. I've just planted some more greens here where you can see all the wet ground, Brussels sprouts as well as red cabbage. Polytunnel's looking good, especially after we've watered it all. I have found some more rocket and some more spinach, so I have filled up with that.